everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Plotty Time, where these two gamers are talking about a movie. I'm here, I'm Poppascotch, and with me, as always, is Chump Slap.
Always here.
So come talk with us, come listen with us.
Listen, you can't talk to us.
You can't talk to us. Come listen as we talk about the movie Total Recall, starting right now.
That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for pig.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Plotty Time. This time, if you go and check YouTube right now, we're on video. Hi.
What's up?
It's another video episode. We're going to be talking about the film Total Recall, which, if I remember correctly, Chump Slap, you just saw for the first time not too long ago?
Yeah, it's like a couple weeks ago. It was blew my mind, dude.
Did it? Is it your favorite Arnold movie or maybe your super favorite?
It's no Kindergarten Cop, but
Oh, we should have thought about this. We should have ranked them at the end, or at least a couple, at least that 90s, right? The 90s Arnold movies.
Twins.
Maybe if we have time.
Twins.
Twins is number one.
It's gotta be.
Speaking of movies, I don't think I've ever seen. I don't know if I've seen all of Twins.
I couldn't tell you how it ended or what it was. What was the main purpose of it?
Yeah, I didn't see it, I don't think, so I can't really help you out. But we're not here to talk about movies we didn't see. We're here to talk about a movie we both have seen, Total Recall. Now, I remember seeing this definitely when I was too young to be seeing it. Like, I shouldn't have been watching this movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no, absolutely not. It wasn't in 1990, absolutely not. But it was probably in like the mid 90s when video rental was really hitting its stride.
good 95, 96, yeah.
I remember my sister renting Pulp Fiction like right when it came out, and that had to be like 95 when it was out in video.
Didn't it come out in the theaters in 95?
That was 94.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe it was 95 that came out in video. Okay.
So around that time, I remember my sister renting that when it came out. So, and I definitely had seen Terminator 2 around when it came out. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Either way, saw it a long time ago. Don't need to sit here and litigate it. But, and then as you got into high school, kids famously remembered one scene, which...
The bug eyes?
No, the boobs, the 3 boob lady.
Oh, the really bad looking triple boobs, yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing in like middle school. Like, did you see that movie with that lady with the
Oh my God, so awesome.
And I was like, guys, I've seen that years ago. It's like not even a thing. Grow up. But yeah, I remember it being super violent, super amazing. I haven't seen it probably in, I'm sure I talked about it in an episode. The real ones would put in the comment here.
Oh, yeah.
Which episode I talk about it. But it's great. I love it. I also, I don't think I've looked at it at a with a critical eye before.
Oh, yeah?
I just kind of enjoyed what I was watching. So.
Okay, yeah, we're going to get into it.
We're going to get deep in here. I have about 9 pages of notes.
Damn, yeah, I got like 5.
It's a lot, but...
It was too much, if you ask me.
5? You think it's too much?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So we're talking about Total Recall. It was released June 1st, 1990, directed by the GOAT, Paul Verhoeven, who did, famously, RoboCop.
Right.
Starship Troopers.
Of course.
Total Recall.
Practical effects city, man.
Yeah, this was done by a guy named Rob Bottin, who is the B in KGB.
Oh, yeah?
KNB. Sorry,
I was
not
gonna
KGB.
say KGB.
That's a different thing.
I didn't know what it stood for. You could have got me.
It's like something Nicotero and Boughton. I forget who the other guy was. I don't remember my special effects houses like I used to. Sorry, guys. I just don't. Written by Philip K. Dick because it was based on one of his short stories. We can remember that for you wholesale.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought Philip K. Dick was like from the 20s. There's a picture of him with a T-shirt on. So I was really thrown for a loop there, like a screen printed T-shirt.
When's he from? The 60s?
I think he died in like 82 or 92.
Oh, wow. When did he do most of his writing?
I think the 50s and 60s, right?
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Yeah.
They're going to make me look it up.
No, let's just go with that. 50s, 60s.
1982, he died. So, yeah,
Of
you're
course.
right. 50s, 60s. Yeah, this is good podcasting, especially when we're doing it in video. Like, this is the stuff.
This is amazing.
This is the good stuff. The other writers on it, Russell Shuzett and Dan O'Bannon. These two guys were credited for writing Alien. Sigourney
nice.
Weaver, Alien. And Dan O'Bannon, they also wrote Life Force. They have tons of credits for Alien properties because they were there since the beginning. Dan O'Bannon has worked a couple more times, but this was obviously, he wrote Alien. Anything with a xenomorph in it, this man's getting paid.
Oh, that must be sweet.
I know, right? So, I mean, he's passed. He's no longer with us.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think any three of those guys are. But anyway, the movie stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as Douglas Quaid / Hauser / man, I wish I remembered the fake identity he used, like Bergen something.
Oh, yeah.
I forget what it was.
The 2 weeks girl.
And then Rachel Ticockton.
I don't know who that is.
Melina. She plays Melina. She was in Falling Down, famously.
Oh, right.
Con Air. Remember Con Air? She was the
Oh,
prison
right.
guard.
Okay, yeah. She's been out there.
And Man on Fire. Yeah, she's been working a lot. Then you got Sharon Stone, who I believe at this point was a movie star already.
I'd assume so, just by the way she's barely in it.
Yeah, she's in like 3 scenes. I bet she got that done in like 3 or 4 days. And she was done and got millions of dollars, I bet.
Yeah, she was in and out like Krusty at a voiceover thing.
Yeah, well, probably to be fair, this was the early 90s in Hollywood, so she probably didn't get paid millions of dollars, but she got out there.
Yeah, she made money. Good for her.
And then you've got Michael Ironside playing Richter.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one I noted was Dean Norris. Hank from Breaking Bad plays one of the rebels. But you would never notice it because he's in like full face makeup. He plays Tony.
Does he really?
Yeah, that's Hank from Breaking Bad.
Yeah. I saw him on the wiki and I was like, wait, who the hell's Tony? I didn't even put it together when I watched it, but yeah. Okay.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool set. The box office that week, number 5. Look at these are, I mean, this is 5 movies I've heard of, which is better than we normally do.
In 90. Nice.
I know. Number 5 was Cadillac Man.
All right.
With Robin Williams. Number 4 is Pretty Woman.
Right.
Then number 3 is Bird on a Wire, which I think is Goldie Hawn and Mel Gibson, maybe?
Sounds about right.
Number 2 is Back to the Future Part 3.
Wow.
I don't think I conceptually understood that all the Back to the Future films were done before 1990. Like that didn't.
Well, yeah, the first one came out in 85, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense, but my brain doesn't like it. I don't like it.
No, it's weird to think of.
And then, number 1, Total Recall, $36 million opening weekend. Crushed it.
Yeah, fucking A, it did.
Arnold at the peak of his star power.
Yeah.
He had Terminator 2 in 92. I mean, that took him to the stratosphere. That would have been after this. So this was post-Terminator, pre-Terminator 2.
Right.
He made Predator in that time. Banger after banger for Arnold.
Yeah, he was in the right place at the right time, man.
So let's, I got this whole story kind of mapped out that we can go over.
All right.
Because there's so much to talk about.
Right.
And I also included, I think there's like 5 or 6 pieces of future tech where I want to talk about if it's possible or if we have it.
All right. Sounds good.
Because this is a future rendition of, I don't know when this is supposed to take place. Like, it's supposed to take place, I'm guessing,
Like 21?
like 2200, like something. Well, just to set the scene, our story takes place on Earth, and we live in a world where people can take vacations to like Saturn and Venus.
Yeah, but they still use CRT TVs for all their monitors.
In subways, of all places. But we'll get to the absurdity of that. But Arnold is walking on Mars. He's in a spacesuit. He's with another woman. Then he falls down this ravine, smashes his face plate, whatever. Every single thing that you can see through is made of like single pane like full non-shattering glass in this entire universe.
Yeah, but it's easily shattered.
Yeah, the whole dome that okay, we'll get to it.
That
Well,
dome.
I got
oh
a
my
lot of,
God. Don't trip and accidentally fall into the dome. You'll break it.
and everyone will die.
It's genius.
Horrifyingly. So they're on the surface of Mars. He breaks open his face shield. He starts bugging out his eyes. The effects here are amazing. They look great. He wakes up. Turns out it was just a horrible, horrible nightmare. And his wife, Sharon Stone, comforts him. They tease each other. And it's very cute. It's adorable. And they get down a little bit here.
This whole thing when she's like, what was her name and all that, is that her trying to find out if he's getting his memories back?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah, because there's a lot of questions because I'm not really convinced that this was real.
What do you mean?
Like maybe the whole thing was the recall.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but we'll talk through it.
Yeah.
Cut to breakfast. They're watching the news, and there's a bunch of stuff about Mars being a war zone. There's this guy, his name's Quado. He's leading these freedom fighters, and they're framed in the news as like terrorists, terrible people, horrible. And the guy who leads Mars, the leader of Mars,
The corporate overlord of Mars. Yeah.
I guess. His name's Cohagen, and he's like, we're going to take care of him. We're going to kill him. It's, these people should be allowed to work. They shouldn't live in a bunch of bullshit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we're back, and that was totally a fake out earlier when I said the video started. Like, I'm not going to use the same bit again.
No, we can't do that. That'd be
no,
weird,
that'd be
man.
ridiculous. So I thought it'd be a better idea if we had a really awkward cut and the video just started with us.
Beautiful.
You think that's a good idea?
Yeah. Why else would we have planned it that way?
That is a deliberate artistic decision.
You guys love it. Let us know in the comments.
So I don't even remember what I was talking about. Yeah, the corporate news propaganda says there's totally not this rebel problem on Mars. Like it's not a big deal. Like
nobody even knows what Quado looks like.
And then Arnold sees this from the comfort of Earth and says, "We should move to Mars."
What the fuck? Like,
he's dreaming horrifying dreams about dying on Mars.
mm-hmm.
He sees that the news isn't lying. Like there's gunshots ringing out all over Mars, apparently.
There's civil unrest.
They say this Cohagen guy is like hoarding and has control over all the air, so they have nothing to breathe.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's go there.
Yeah, that
forever.
sounds awesome.
Don't you want to like maybe take a trip and see? No. Let's just be there forever.
It's like if Amazon owned a planet and you're like, yeah, I want to go there and work till I die.
Yeah, that's if a company says come live on our planet, we'll pay for everything. Don't do it.
No. If I've learned anything from sci-fi.
Absolutely. Jesus, that's a bummer. Anyway, so Sharon Stone's not into it. She doesn't want to move to Mars. She's like, we just moved to this town. And Doug's like, I kind of want to feel like somebody. I want some purpose. I want to be somebody. And then he heads to work, and there's a moment here where she's like, have a nice day. And he walks away, and then just a blank expression.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, maybe if I was on Mars, I'd have a nice day.
Yeah, it's very interesting because I don't know if is she a spy here or not? I don't know.
She is. She has to be.
Maybe she just hates his guts. Or is like, I can't believe this fucking moron's going to bring up moving to Mars again. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. She's like, all right, enough with the Mars. We get it. Now, do you remember or not?
Look, I was really, really polite. And I said, honey, we talked about this, which is a really polite way of saying, you fucking idiot. I'm not doing this. I'm not moving to Mars.
Nope.
But this is our first piece of fun future tech, the TV wall panel.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Do we have this? I mean, I guess you could.
You can have 200-inch televisions.
Yeah, and just kind of break them up with some video system. I'm going to say we have it, but it might be a little bit of a custom job.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Doug heads into the subway downstairs, I guess of his apartment building.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like you can get on the subway anywhere.
The apartments were very like concrete and steel. They seem very functional, not really very warm.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like Mega City, like from Dread.
Okay. Yeah.
Like just too many population. We made everything out of concrete. But
Yeah.
Doug heads in the subway. We get our second piece of future tech, the X-ray wall, which I gotta say is cool as hell.
Oh, that's a thing.
Like a whole wall of seeing through people's, I don't know, to their skeletons in real time.
Yeah. Don't they do that in airports, man? There's somebody standing there looking at.
They like, you go through the
X-rays.
metal detectors if you have TSA pre-check.
Right.
And then you go, they'll like wand you if there's anything weird, or they'll make you go back through. But sometimes they put you in the slow cooker where you have to stand there, put your arms up, and this thing like rotates around you.
Yeah. That's X-ray, right?
I assume so. I hope
that's
so.
gotta be good
Otherwise, I don't
for
know
it.
what they're doing in there.
Just measuring your junk.
Yeah. They're like, do you want your suit size? We know you don't have a knife.
It
Man.
would show up as red if you did, because it's a weapon.
Red and blinking.
Yeah. Alarms go off.
So I'm going to say absolutely we have this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Perfect. So then he sees this commercial on the subway on the way to work for some place called Recall, which I think it's weird that Recall in the universe of this movie is spelled with a K.
Yeah, why?
But the movie it's spelled with a C.
Just to make it look more like a business? Recall?
Or were they like, look, we can't spell Recall wrong on the poster. Like everyone's going to think it's a big goof.
They won't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, they won't get it. They'll be like, is that Swedish? Recall?
Maybe in the world of the movie, they couldn't copyright the word Total Recall. So they used their own word.
Maybe.
That's what I'm going with.
Sure. I'll buy that for $1.
But would you do that? Would you get a recall? That sounds so stupid.
I think because I thought about it, and conceptually, I want the experience. Now, I understand that, once the experience is over, all you have left is the memories.
Right.
And I understand how some people could be like, well, that experience, I'll barely remember it 5 years from now, but what is the difference if I actually had it or not? I can see why some people would want to do it, but I don't want to do it.
Nah, I wouldn't want to do it either. People put fucking memories in my head. Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, people are not, well, I don't know. Elon Musk got people to sign up for that Neuralink pretty quick.
Well, people are stupid.
We're cooked. It's over.
We're done.
And then the future tech here, screens on subways. I'm going to say it's definitely plausible. If not,
they have
already
them on airplanes, right?
They have them on airplanes. I'll count that. Yeah. And subways have ads that have screens that change. So
Oh, yeah. But I don't know why they couldn't make it look like a flat screen. If they made his big screen wall look like a flat screen in his apartment.
Yeah, but these looked like really clean CRTs.
Yeah, they're little 13-inchers.
Because I don't think plasma TVs would come around until what? The early 2000s, maybe?
Yeah, man. These are
They couldn't even
CRT.
conceive what a plasma TV was.
Well, we had computer screens, right? I mean, it's 90.
Yeah, but they were CRTs. They weren't flat.
Yeah, they were still huge.
Those things got
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid, like the thought of being invited to a LAN party. I'm like, I guess that'd be cool. I'm like, I gotta take my monitor.
Fuck that.
That thing weighs like 30. I gotta take it down steps and up
Remember
steps when I get there. Fuck that.
Remember those Apple computers that were just like big monitors? And it's like, the computer's inside there? What?
Are you talking about the ones that were like the clamshell and the weird colors?
Yeah, like candy colored.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We had like a whole lab of those in junior high.
Exactly.
I'm like, what can we do in this? You can type stuff. I'm like, cool, might need that. That's helpful. What else can I do? They got a calculator.
It's got Encarta.
Encarta? I forget. Wow. I haven't heard that in a while. It's on like 4 discs, so you know it's serious.
Right.
Encarta. Oh, wow. That really brought me back.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Where did you pull that from?
I was just remembering things I had on computers in 92, 93.
Jeez, good pull. Excellent job. So we cut to Doug at work, and he's just jacking away, just jackhammering rocks.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know. That's his job. And then he has his buddy Harry's there, and he's like, "Hey, Harry, you hear about this place called Recall? What's this all about?" And Harry's like, "Hey, don't do that. My buddy's cousin's brother's son went and he got lobotomized. It's crazy. Don't go." And I love this scene because, like, it really encapsulates that blue collar. Hey, I'm just gonna ask one of my coworkers.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear about this thing in politics? Yeah, I heard that. My buddy's cousin's brother knows the guy and he's a dick. I'm not voting for him. And that's that's where they get their education from.
And the very next scene, he ends up going anyway. It's like, why do you even ask him?
Oh yeah, he didn't listen to Harry at all. He was going.
He wanted Harry's blessing deep down, but
he sees Harry as a father figure. Which makes the heel turn hurt so much more.
Oh, fucking tell me about it, man.
But, yeah, he goes right to Recall, like immediately after. This is the next scene. Yeah. And I assume it's a Die Hard reference when he's clicking on that lobby screen thing and he clicks on McClane.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I think it's because the guy who was the salesman here is named like something McClane, Bob McClane or something.
Okay. Oh, there's future tech here with the secretary's nails.
Yeah, I have that written down here because I was very interested in this. I'm like, is there anything that exists like that? And I found that nothing like that where you have like a stylus and you could change.
Yeah.
But do you remember The Fifth Element when that lady had the little handheld thing and she like put it on her finger and pulled it out and it changed the color?
Right.
That exists. They make like fingernail printers. They're not that small. They look like a half a loaf of bread. They're not small. Yeah, you put your finger in there and they go through a printing process.
Okay, that's neat. I didn't know that.
And it's pretty interesting. We'll go halvesies on one, obviously. And then
yeah, I print all over myself.
I can get the Hello Kitty nails I've always wanted.
Nice.
Be awesome. So anyway, he goes to Recall and he talks to the salesman, Bob McClane. And he's like, yeah, this memory, it's going to be like the best trip ever on Mars. It's 5-star all the way, luxury. And it's $8.99 credits for a 2-week package. And he's like, what's it like? And he's like, any other memory you had? And he's like, oh, don't bullshit me. He's like, no, really. Like, you're going to remember it just like you remember anything else. And he was much better of a salesman than I'm paraphrasing.
I love when he's like, it's safer than getting on a rocket. Look at this graph. It's just a straight line of people dying from that, and then
the rocket going up. Which I don't know if there's a correlation between those things.
I have no idea. And how expensive is 899 credits?
That's a great question. Is that like the cost of a CD player in 1990?
I don't know.
Because they say credits, that's what throws it off. Let's just say it's got to be cheaper than actually taking the vacation, right? Like it has to be.
I don't think so, because I think later in the movie we see a rocket ship commercial, and they say it's cheaper than doing Recall.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Recall's the more expensive one.
Yeah, because you don't have to go anywhere, but you get all the sweet memories.
Yeah, I can see like people with a lot of disposable income would be like, yeah, let's go to Tahiti this afternoon.
Yeah, I want to be a secret agent.
Yeah.
All right.
This is where he sells him the ego trip, they call it, which great name, by the way.
Yeah.
Excellent name.
If you just filled your brain with memories, could you live like 100 years in your brain?
Yeah, that's scientifically proven, I think.
That's what I thought. Just making sure.
They had a study on it 3 years ago.
100 years ago.
So, where am I? He's at Recall. Agent. Oh yeah, Doug also says this line where he's like, it's completely safe. He's like, did you tell that to that guy whose brain you fried? And he just like calls him out right there, right in front of him.
And he knows what he's talking about too. He's like, no, we've gotten better since then or whatever.
Those were like the early days, don't worry about that. But anyway, he brings up this new version, the ego trip, which is not just a vacation away, like the memory of a vacation, but it's like a fantasy, there's a secret agent, there's a playboy, there's another one they named. I forget. I didn't write them all down.
I could see doing that.
That makes a lot more sense.
You can't do it in real life.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like a vacation from yourself, as he calls it. And Doug's like, tell me about this spy package. And in this, you get to pick the girl, the bad guys, you get to save the planet. And then we cut to Doug sitting in the chair. Like he's in for this.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how much more this cost.
That is a good question. He said it costs, what isn't that worth? 399 credits? But I don't know if that means like we give you the 2 weeks of Mars plus you're a secret agent. You know what I mean? So is it $8.99 plus $3.99?
Who knows?
Let's just say that costs more than those autonomous cabs.
Oh, yeah. Autonomous cabs were like 15 credits.
15? What kind of economy is this? That's
true.
To ride. I meant to like buy.
Oh, no.
No, I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, because he takes a cab ride and it was like 18 credits, I think, when he was getting out.
I guess
So
they're
there we
trying to make it like equivalent to city money, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so Doug called him out. He's in the chair now. That's where he is. And Doug's in there. He's getting all set up. And one guy, of course, says the line, well, don't worry. Things rarely ever fuck up around here, which is awesome. That is awesome when you're about to get your noodle like worked on.
Oh, we barely fuck anybody up. But
Yeah, we're just in there with the brain. No big deal.
No problem.
So they're like, hey, do you want a crazy idea? For this whole spy thing we're going to do you want us to throw in some of this alien shit? And he's like, yeah, like go ahead. And they're like, oh, cool. And they show him like all these they look like conceptual art that they drew for the movie.
Yeah, like they were gonna make.
Yeah, he's like, this is what this shot is going to look like. And it's a very detailed like oil painting or something like that.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to make this shot look like the cantina from Star Wars. And they never got around to it.
Yeah, exactly. But the one image they had of the reactor looked very much like the actual reactor.
Yeah, interesting.
So is any of this real? Anyway, we'll get to that later. So then as he's like, he gets injected. So he gets injected. He's like falling asleep, passing out. And they're like, oh, time to pick in your lady. And we drugged you. So I guess you'll be more honest. This is the time for honesty.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like they're just putting them out there. Like, here, answer these questions quick. Hurry up before you pass out.
Maybe, but he picks like a brunette who is athletic and sleazy and demure. Like he picks these options, and they're like, oh, they want a 41B. Like, oh, you're gonna have a good time with this one, bud. It's very, very weird. And he sees an image of Melina, and then he passes out.
Oh, thank God.
So the Bob McLean is in the office. He's trying to sell a brand new person on this package. And you see on his video phone, the lady from the lab just losing her mind.
Yeah, she's screaming.
And then the secretary, the admin assistant, just starts banging on the window like, look at the video phone. So he looks, she's freaking out. She's like, oh God, we've got a brain embolism or something like that. I have no idea what.
Schizoid embolism.
Okay, yeah, some kind of brain nonsense words that they threw together. So he runs in and Doug is freaking out. He's like, you blew my cover. What are you doing here? Where am I? Let me go right now. They'll be here any minute. They're going to kill all of you. And they're like, Doug Quaid, relax. Like, that name's not Quaid. Why do you keep calling me that? And he's losing his mind. All four of them are like holding down this asshole and like jabbing him with whatever that was to knock him out just over and over again.
More.
Yeah, like a wild animal. They're just blasting. Arnold's a big guy. So you need more than one to put that guy down. So the lab guy's like, what the hell was that? And McLean is like, how did you screw this up? And they're like,
do it all the time.
Yeah, like you do this all the time. How could you not do this? Like, this is so ridiculous. And they're like, he has other memories. Like he was wiped. Something happened to his brain. And he goes, are you kidding me? He's just acting out the secret agent fantasy thing. And this is where the kicker comes. And they're like, well, that can't be happening. Why? Because we didn't implant it yet.
We didn't plan it yet.
And then he's like, and then it hits everybody in the room. This has got to be the agency.
Yeah, I love how the one guy is like, they erased his memories. We're talking about the agency. And then she like smacks him.
Just right away, smacks him. Like, don't you say that word out loud.
Don't fucking say the agency.
Shut the hell up. And then Bob's like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Put him back in that chair, delete whatever you can. And even she was like, it's a mess in there. Like, I'm going to try my best.
Yeah. Or just erase it. We never heard of him.
Yeah.
Get
Erase
him
the
out of
file. No one's ever heard of him. Dump him in a cab. Get him the hell out of here. So they do exactly that. And he wakes up in a taxi. And we got another piece of future tech, autonomous cabs. Which, yeah, we have
We have
Waymos.
them.
That's a thing.
We should have robot people in them.
You think? Like this guy who can spin around like 360?
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Doesn't look creepy at all.
Like a retro future thing?
Yeah.
I think
The
there would
Johnny
be,
Cab.
yeah, there'd be a subset of mid 40-year-old dudes who are like, yes, finally, just like Total Recall, we're doing this.
Now I want to see if you just take him out and I can steer myself.
See, that's what we can do. This is why we should be in marketing. You just do that for like certain Waymos. And the whole thing is if you take a ride in the autonomous vehicle that looks like fucking, I don't know, Tater from Cars, you win a prize. And then one can be the Johnny Cab. And one can be the cab from Scrooged.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
What for?
I like it.
See, we have so many good ideas.
I know. We're awesome.
Everyone's just like, I'm not listening to that stupid podcast. What do they know?
Nothing.
He wakes up in this cab. Doug wakes up in this cab. And I guess he just gets dropped off at home or in the lobby of his building or whatever.
Oh, Harry's there to see him too. Oh,
Does Harry even live there? I don't even.
I assume so.
Yeah, I suppose. So,
Or he's just walking by. Just so happens to be walking by and sees
in the
him.
neighborhood. He's like, hey, how was your trip? You went to Recall. And he's like, I did? And then Gary and his goons just grab him and they pull him off to the side underneath some stairwell. They're about to shoot him. And he like turns on Jason Bourne style.
Yeah, I sure did.
And just kills all these dudes. And this was back in the day when everyone used squibs.
Oh, the squib work in this.
It is the squib and sound work. Like every one of these shots, like you feel it. Like the guns are so loud. The squibs are great. The effect shots are fantastic. Like it is gnarly.
So good.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely good work here.
They don't use squibs anymore. I didn't know about that until recently.
At all?
No, I guess it's some kind of like pressurized air system that the actor controls so that they can more realistically act, like they can hit the button.
Like when they get actually hit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. That makes sense.
And it's like, it's less wet. It's like, it's not a wet effect, they call them.
Oh, yeah. It just.
Where like a squib makes a mess and requires a costume change. And
Right.
it takes longer to shoot it if you have to do it multiple times. This is behind the scenes film stuff I remember from 20 years ago.
Sweet. They'd probably still use that today.
Probably. But future tech, tennis hologram. Is this I suppose we could.
A hologram?
It's like the hologram of the woman that was like teaching her tennis in the living room.
I don't think we could. Have you ever seen a hologram?
I mean, that Tupac one on stage, but I wasn't there to see it on stage.
I guess, yeah. I guess there's possibilities.
You know what? I'm going to say the alternative that we created, which is that mirror gym screen thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's better anyway than a hologram.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes more sense.
Future one, real future one.
Booyah.
Past future 10 or 6. I forget how many we did. Doesn't matter. So Arnold bursts into the apartment and his wife's working our tennis game as we went over. And she's like, what's going on? Like, some guys were trying to kill me. And she's like, oh, come on. Who is trying to kill you? She's not buying any of this. And hey, he's like, look, he turned off all the lights. He's getting down. He's like, look, I went to recall and I've got and she's like, you went to recall. Like immediately that ends the conversation. She's pissed.
She's like, they're going to fuck up your brain.
Like, they're going to mess up your brain. Why would you do that? You didn't even talk to me, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you don't understand. Like, Harry and his fucking goons tried to kill me. And she's like, look, something happened. I'm going to call an ambulance. You know, we're going to get you some help here. You're having a delusion. And then, bam, does this look like a delusion? And he puts his hands up and they're covered in blood.
Oh, shit.
And I think the answer to that question was, yeah, that is a consequence of a delusion, possibly.
Yeah, you just because you're deluded doesn't mean you didn't beat the shit out of somebody.
Exactly. Yeah, not a great argument by Arnold, but she buys it in the moment.
Mhm.
And he goes to the bathroom to wash his hands, the blood off his hands, and comes out. All the lights are off, and he starts getting shot at out of nowhere.
Oh my God, who is it? The doctor?
Is it the doctor? Is it another one of the goons? No. After throwing a chair at a flashlight, it turns out it was Lori, his wife, the whole time, Sharon Stone.
Oh my God, why would she do that?
And there's this pretty intense fight scene where she like kicks him in the balls several times,
Oh yeah.
which totally makes sense. She's like, I think 100 some pounds less than him. Like,
Yeah, at least.
and if she's fighting for her life, she has to fight dirty. Like, she's smaller. He has such an advantage. So I like
Yeah.
it. I kind of like it. It was
It's
very
good
gnarly.
stuff.
And eventually he gets gets the gun away, and she's like, hey, I'm all right, fine, whatever. I'm not your wife. All of that stuff, it was all implanted. And he's like,
What?
yeah, right. Come on. Like, what about our wedding? Implanted. All of it's implanted. I've only known you for like 3 weeks.
No.
He's like, sorry, but your whole life was just a dream. And he's like, well, who am I? He's like, actually, I have no idea.
No,
then-
I was just here to keep an eye on you.
Which is a
Okay.
lie. But she's like, I have no idea. But, you know, let's be cool about this. You're the best assignment I've ever had. Do you want to maybe get weird right now? And it's very not the time for that. But he notices he sees the screen behind her, and it's a bunch of other new goons coming up to get him.
Yeah, she makes a real bad eye dart to the screen. And
Yeah.
he's like, aha.
She's not a great spy, I guess.
No, is she even really a spy? Because she's just Richter's girlfriend, isn't she?
I think she was married to Richter,
Oh, okay.
which we get into a second when Clem has something to say about that.
Yeah.
So he ends up just knocking her out and leaving before the agents get there.
hmm
And the goons head into the apartment. They find her like hit. And this is where we actually learn that Richter and Sharon Stone are together. I think later Clem says, I wouldn't like that if my wife were with him.
Yeah. He's like, what do you mean? Do you think she enjoyed being with him?
I love that. That's a funny scene. He's like, oh no, I'm totally sure she hated every second of it. Fucking funny. Look at this guy. Imagine saying that to your boss.
Well, look at him. Why is she with him? Like,
It's got to be the confidence, right?
it's gotta be confidence and money or something. I don't know.
And I was reminded he came back for Starship Troopers, so he's been in at least 2
Oh shit, yeah.
Paul Verhoeven movies. Was he in RoboCop?
I couldn't tell you that.
I don't think so. Wish he was. Anyway, so as we get on here, he's running away from them. He heads into the subway, and we find out they have like a tracker, like something they can track him with.
hmm
So they go down there, and they just start like shooting up the place.
Dude, he grabs a human shield. Is that just a random person?
I think that was just a random person.
Dude, that guy gets fucked up.
This movie is so violent. It is cartoonishly, ridiculously violent.
There was so much blood. It was so gruesome just watching a human shield get shot.
And the squibs, that actor had to have like, I mean, it couldn't have been a real person at one point. I should have like done it frame by frame to see.
That's a good point, yeah.
Especially when he like turns around, I was like, oh shit, and then swings the fucking dead body to the other side. Yeah, he's like, okay, to paint the picture here, he's running away from Richter and his number one guy or whatever. He's running up an escalator. It's very packed. He's like pushing his way through people. And then at the top, 3 or 4 other dudes with machine guns show up. And they're like, everybody get down, get out of the way. And they just start firing towards Arnold. Arnold's like halfway up the escalator. This guy in front of him gets hit. And then I guess Arnold's like, oh, okay. And he just grabs him and starts using it as a human shield and hiding behind him and just taking out everybody. And everybody gets hit with like 40 bullets and they basically blow up in the fucking red meat.
There were so many squib shots in that 30-second clip.
Oh my God, it was amazing. They don't fucking make movies like this anymore. Half those guys don't have all their eyes anymore.
No.
So he gets away from them here. And you don't remember seeing, like, how many times lately have we seen a bad guy chasing someone and just mowing down whoever's in the way? Like, indiscriminately firing in the crowds. Like, it is nuts. Arnold ends up jumping on a train as it's leaving the station. They put a bunch of rounds on the train, doesn't get him or any of the other passengers. Oh, the other passengers are like, oh, it's another Tuesday, and they just get up and continue on the train ride, I guess. So, yeah, they lost him for now, and this is where they have the moment like, oh, you sure? You think she likes it, or that whole thing?
He said, I wouldn't want a guy like Quaid porking my old lady.
Yeah. And Cohagen calls him in the video car, which I guess we could do another piece of future tech, the video call.
Well, yeah, that's on everyone's phone now.
Yeah, it's way less clunky than this. We can do it with like a tablet or a phone.
Right. And there's a titular line here. It's like, we got to get him because in an hour he could have a total recall.
Oh, they did say the name of the movie. That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, this movie rules.
It really does.
So as we continue on here, Arnold gets to this place. I guess they call it the Galleria. I don't know if it's a real place. I don't think it is.
Mm-hmm.
But he holds up in this hotel. The second he walks in, there's a phone call. And he's like, who the hell is this guy? He answers it. There's a guy standing outside. And he's like, all right, look, I'm your friend at the agency. You said if you ever went disappearing, to find you and give you this briefcase. So here it is. Later.
Like, this is the briefcase you gave me. And put a wet towel around your head.
That's right. Put a wet towel around your head. They won't get the tracker. So there's definitely moments like him running around with the towel around his head. And he basically runs right down to the curb, grabs, like has to wrestle the briefcase away from another woman.
Who the fuck is that lady? And why is she like, fuck you, asshole?
Yeah, fuck you, you fucking asshole. Or something
I was
like
going to
that.
steal this suitcase, and now you
That
took
was
it.
mine to steal, and then you stole it from me.
Yeah.
And
Weird.
but this was played for laughs. Like, this movie has laughs in a couple spots.
I guess, yeah.
And then he takes the thing, he gets into a cab. I believe this is where the bad dudes show up. And he gets away, and he's like, just go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, where? I need an address.
He's like, just go. And eventually he wouldn't go, the Johnny cab. So he rips the whole Johnny cab, I guess, from the waist up out of the console and starts driving the cab himself.
Why was there a little joystick to drive it? Does the Johnny Cab robot actually use the joystick to drive?
That's a great question. Why would it have a mechanism like that if it was all autonomous?
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
I think it's not going to be the only hole we find. I don't think.
Oh, no. But just saying.
So he gets to the old cement factory and blows up the car. I think inadvertently. Like, he gets out of it.
And does it try to hit him?
It like freaks out and starts.
Because he didn't pay?
Yeah, he didn't pay. And like, you owe us 18 credits. And he just, in total Arnold, just, sue me, dickhead. Like, that's all he says. No, he's like, sue me, dickhead. Like, there was definitely a weird pause.
Yeah, it was not natural.
And then the cab explodes. And then you see Johnny Cab like, well, enjoy your day. And he blows up. It was a great explosion. Great.
Yeah.
for no reason. We did not need the cab to hit the wall and explode. I guess we kind of did because that's how Cohagen and his goons find him.
Well, they could still track him, just not as pinpoint accurate.
Yeah, they're like, we have an area of where he is. And then it comes over the radio. There was an explosion at the old cement factory. They put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, makes sense then.
So Arnold is like, all right, what the hell's in this? He opens up the briefcase. There's a whole bunch of money in there. There's a fake
I assume those
ID.
are Mars bucks because they're red.
Well, they're red. Yeah, exactly. They got to be Mars bucks. I love how I just took, of course they are. Why would they be anything else?
Yeah.
Their currency. Of course. I just bought that without ever thinking about it. Awesome. And what else do you have in this thing? Oh, I assume the disguise that he will wear in a bit.
Oh, he has the
video
Chekhov's
message.
hologram projector.
Yes, the hologram projector. It's this little tool where you can hit a button and project himself across the room, which we don't have that.
No, that's a bummer.
It'd be pretty sick.
We don't have big ass laptops like this either.
No, we don't. We don't. That'd have to be a custom job, though.
Yeah.
But he opens up this case and there's a video message from him. He shows up and he's like, hey, if you're like, I really got sick of this life. I want it out. I have a whole bunch of stuff in my brain that could totally sink Cohagen. But if you're hearing this video, then he got to me first.
Oh, no.
So what I need you to do, this is all happening like while the bad dudes are like bearing down on the place. And he's like, what I need you to do is you need to get this tracker out of your head. And then you need to get your ass to Mars and you need to go to the Hilton and you need to give him this ID.
Okay. How do I get this tracker out of my head?
Glad you asked. So he has this tool in there and he's like, you got to jam it into your nose and it makes like a cracking sound. And like, that's when you know you got it.
Wow.
It didn't have to be like that. Like, it did not have to be this fucking nuts, this scene.
No. I mean,
at all.
He opens the little ping pong ball and there's a tiny tracker in there. Like,
yeah. That is, dude. And like the claw thing, like that piece of metal where the claw comes out of it. I've seen those. It's a plumbing tool.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's like they zoomed in on the head of a plumbing tool. They let the claw out. They played a sci-fi sound and we're like, holy shit, that looks so gnarly.
Oh, yeah. Then it went to prosthetic nose.
Oh, God. The whole prosthetic face or what was going on. It was just Arnold doing great Arnold screams.
Yeah.
Great Arnold screams. Great Arnold face. And he like rips it out through his nose. And yeah, it's probably the size of, I would say, a larger than normal marble.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
And he's like, oh, great. And then he shoves it in a bunch of chocolate and just throws it so a bunch of rats get to it. And it buys him enough time to get out of there.
Oh, good.
Not
before he breaks the computer.
Right. Not before he tries to destroy the computer, but I guess he only half destroys it because there's a loop playing that says, get your ass to Mars. Yeah. So they know exactly where he's going.
What a convenient loop.
I know, right? Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars.
That'd be a good ringtone.
I love it. God, this movie's great. We're still moving at breakneck speeds. We're like a half hour into this movie, and it is cooking the entire time.
Yup.
And then eventually it really slows down, which we'll get to. But
yeah, because the next scene, he's fucking on Mars.
Yeah, he just gets to Mars. He's just there. You know, we see Richter arriving in Mars in this space customs, I guess, space TSA.
Yeah,
and
customs of some sort.
And the local like security is talking to Richter, and they're like, yeah, this is what's going on. We haven't seen Cohagen. This is where the rebels are. They're giving him like the whole lowdown because he just clearly walked off the ship and got there.
Right.
And as he's doing that, we focus strangely, I don't know why we would do this, on some random woman who happens to have the same briefcase that Arnold had.
Oh, it must be a very popular briefcase.
Yeah, I'm sure they stole more than one, right?
Yeah.
So they walk up, this woman, and the customs person's like, how long are you going to stay here? 2 weeks. And then he's like, yeah, whatever. And he stamps the passport. And I think what is the question? I don't remember what the second question was. Oh, do you have any
what
like fruits or vegetables?
Yeah, something like that.
And then she goes, 2 weeks. And he's like,
I
what?
say, wait, what?
And then she starts just short circuiting. Like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And there's a sweet the wig falls off. A cylinder pops out of her ear. I don't understand what's going on. No one understood what's going on.
This whole practical head on head.
It's like it looks great.
I wish I owned it.
It looks great today. 35 years later. Right? That's how math works. Yeah, 35. Jesus, 35 years. This is such a ridiculous thing to try and explain to someone. So,
and then he throws the head at somebody. He's
yeah,
like,
the
"Here."
head like slides out to the side and you see Arnold underneath. It was a disguise, a very elaborate one. And then it goes and sucks back into a normal head.
But it's a bomb now.
But it's a bomb now. So
why would you wear that on your fucking head?
I don't know. Everyone's just looking at him like, what? Like they're dumbfounded.
This has to be normal technology, right?
You would think, or at least plausible.
Yeah.
So he takes the head and goes, here, Gotch. And the guy looks at the head and it's the woman going, get ready for a surprise. And then she blows the fuck up.
So good.
Amazing. He gets past this initial wave of soldiers and dives maybe an additional 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets up from the floor in the explosion and shots go out and someone hit a glass window. The beginning of the comically easy windows to break on Mars. I don't understand how they're holding it in atmosphere or are airtight, but
yeah,
it's all like that sheet glass that they used to have in the 70s.
Right.
That like breaks into these huge shards that really hurt people.
Yeah, it's the kind of glass you see somebody walking across the street with and when there's a chase coming in.
That's exactly correct. The car drives right through the middle of the two guys holding it up with those suction cups.
Yep. That's what it is.
Every time. You're absolutely correct.
Oh, there's a fucking sweet scene here with one of the security guys. They do like a close-up of him, and you can see he's got like a scientific calculator strapped to his wrist like it's some type of future fucking comm bracelet or something.
That's awesome. I didn't see that.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Man. There's got to be like a bunch of just low-tech stuff like that. They spray painted black and then taped to somebody and said, get out there.
Yeah. Because when I saw that, I was like, damn, I got to watch this again and see if I can find any more.
All of their like, I guess it was supposed to be like a bulletproof vest. It was just like a sweater.
Yeah, because bullets went through it.
Yeah, very easily. All of them, all the time. I was like,
just
is
like
this
their windows, man. Fucking garbage.
Is it like fake armor and shit construction window? And there's also a plot point, which we'll get to, where there's a whole section of people who have been mutated because
what? That has nothing to do with anything.
No, it's just like a shitty dome in the early days of Mars broke and mutated a generation of people.
And now they have psychic abilities.
This is where I'm like, too many things.
Yeah, it's like they had another mini plot going on, but just didn't get into it.
Yeah, it feels like bigger than one movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But they did their best, damn it, and it's still a great film.
Mm-hmm.
But I love how in that moment, too, when he's blowing up, where Quaid's like, Richter goes, that's Quaid, when he sees the old woman freaking out. Like, why would you think that's Quaid? What?
I don't know.
And I love how they all apparently arrived on the same ship.
It was the quickest way to get to Mars, I guess.
I guess so.
Whatever.
Didn't even bother. He just sat in the ship until whatever. It's just silly to think about. We're moving on.
Mm-hmm.
And Arnold gets on a train and goes to another section of Mars, and he gets a little bit of lore about the pyramid mine, which just looks like a large pyramid.
See, alien artifacts in there.
And he's like, come on, that's bullshit, right? And the guy's like, I used to work in there. Right, totally.
Yeah, he's like,
whatever you say, buddy.
You don't have to believe me, but I used to be there. I know.
It's awesome. So apparently there's alien shit in here, probably. We'll see.
We'll see.
Cohagen meets with Richter, and he's like, I'm the damn boss here, unless the rebels win. then I'm really screwed. And Richter, you're totally blowing all this, so you need to shut up and listen and do what I say.
Yeah.
So the new mission now is Quado, who's the leader of the rebels, wants whatever is inside Quaid's head. So Cohagen's like, I totally have a good plan. Strap in and listen. And then we cut away. We don't get to hear the plan.
Oh, damn.
Then Quaid is going through the motions. He arrives at the Hilton, gets to the front desk, flashes his ID. He gets a flyer in a safe deposit box for a place in a bar in Venusville called The Last Resort, I believe.
When he pulled out that paper, it reminded me of Lebowski getting the little picture of the guy with the dick on the, when he does the.
Oh, yeah. Like, well, that wasn't helpful.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is this?
And the paper says, for a good time, ask for Melina. And he flips and he sees it and he's like, can I borrow your pen? And he writes Melina and it's the same handwriting. Like it was him who wrote this.
Yeah, yeah.
Fun little bit of spycraft from Doug Quaid.
Yeah, the guy behind the fucking concierge or whatever. Like, what's he thinking when he sees it? He's like, what the fuck you doing? You just wrote Melina on the same paper.
Yeah, that's a great question. So all that was in there was the paper and you just wrote one word from the paper. Yeah, this is normal. This is totally.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's what people usually keep in safe deposit boxes.
Safe deposit boxes at the front desk.
Mm-hmm.
That just sit there for, I guess, I don't know. What
until you come back, I guess.
So he goes outside to get a cab and we meet Benny. He's a random cab driver. Wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, come on, get in. I got 5 kids to feed. So as he's getting into the cab, finding it, a rebel gunfight breaks out.
Yeah, there's like a bomb that the rebels set off right there.
Yeah, we're in the middle of an active war zone here. And he's like, well, let's get in the cab and get out of here. So they just do. They just like, yeah, we'll deal with that. That's not our fight. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, got to go to the last resort anyway.
And then as they're walking from wherever they parked the cab to the last resort, this is where we meet the mutants. And this is where we find out they have psychic powers. Benny, for some reason, comes into the bar enough to explain all of this, but then leaves whenever Arnold gives him a tip and says, go away.
And we also know that there's a Jack in the Box and a Sharper Image, both in Venusville here.
I did not notice that.
I did.
There's no way Sharper Image still exists, right? They can't. Are there stores? They used to be.
I don't know. Didn't they used to just have like catalogs that they'd put on? I don't think I've seen a store in 15 years.
They walk into the bar. He goes into the bartender. There is the woman here with 3 breasts who was a legend in our junior high. He walks up to the bar and is like, I'm looking for Melina. And he's like, I think she'll want to see me. And she sees him from across the way. She comes over and grabs his dick.
Classic Melina.
Yeah. And she's like, what have you been feeding this thing? And he answers with blondes. So gross.
Yeah, it's unnecessary, dude.
So gross. And then this guy, Tony, wants to fight him. He's like, oh, you got a lot of fucking nerve showing up here. That's Dean Norris.
Okay.
And he's like, you better back up if you want to live. Which was a little extreme, but holy shit, I have so many more notes.
Yep.
We got to get through this.
Let's get on with it.
All right, let's move a little bit faster here. So
we're about halfway.
Yeah, I know. I gotta move here. They get up in a private room and basically Melina's like, you're an asshole. You should have told me you were alive, but I'm glad you're here. And he's like, hey, I'm not kidding. I don't remember any of this shit. Like at all. Nope. So we go back to the bar. Benny's like feeling up the 3-boob lady because it's Benny. I don't know. He hung around. And long story short, Quaid leaves and at his hotel, he gets a knock on the door. This is a guy who says he's a doctor from Recall.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine trying to do that, trying to convince someone that they're fucked up and they're not really living?
No, I can't. Either way, if it were real or not. But this is a really great scene. And I know I said we're going to speed this whole thing up, but we're going to park here for a minute. Because this doctor basically walks in. He's like, hey, I'm not armed. I'm not messing with you. Like, you are having a mental episode we need to deal with.
Yes.
This isn't happening. This isn't real. We are at recall. You're strapped into a chair. You're having a psychosis. And he's trying to convince him the whole time, and Arnold has a gun on him. He's like, yeah, whatever. Like, that's very... Of course you'd say that. You're trying to mess with me. And she's like, oh, she. He's like, there's a knock at the door. And he's like, who is it? And it's his wife. It's Sharon Stone. Remember? We left her on Earth all knocked out. And she's like, I love you. I didn't try to kill you. I just want you to come back to me.
So I'm at recall.
She's like, I'm at recall. I guess I'm fucking plugged in here or whatever.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how it works, but she's like, I'm there. I'm holding your hand. I just want you to be okay. And then you could see it in Arnold. He's starting to be like, wait.
Yeah.
Are they serious?
Yeah, man. You just got to swallow this pill and you'll just wake up and recall.
Like, this is a symbol thing. You're just going to fall asleep. You'll wake up. Everything will be normal. You'll be back to your life. No time. And Doug's like, well, if you're in my mind and you're just a construct, then why can't I just shoot you in the face right now? What does it matter?
Yeah, you can, but then you'll get stuck here.
Yeah, that part didn't math up. He's like, well, you can do that, but that would be suicide because you'd basically be rejecting reality and dying here. It would be catastrophic to your... And he gives him the hard sell.
Yep.
Too hard, if you ask me.
No, but then he sweats.
So Arnold is like, he's like, just shut up and swallow the pill. He swells up to this moment. It's done very well, actually.
Yeah.
It's very tense. It's very, like, I believe it. It's in there. And he puts the pill, Arnold puts the pill in his mouth. And he's like, swallow it. Very hard line reading on swallow it. And then as Arnold has it in his mouth, he sees this bead of sweat.
Why does that give him away?
I was going to ask you that because...
It's like he's not a program. He's still a real person.
And he has a fucking gun in his face.
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably be sweating too.
Fucking A.
So he sees one bead of sweat and he's like, this is a ruse. Bam. Shoots him right in the face.
Okay, well, now you're dead.
And Sharon Stone's like, you idiot. How could you? And then this is where a bunch of goons just basically storm the place.
Knock him out.
Sharon Stone kicks him in the face and balls a bunch.
She loves doing it.
She really hates having to come to Mars, and she loves kicking dude in the testicles.
Hell yeah.
So that's where we're at with her. And as they're taking him to the service elevator, basically, Melina is there behind the door. She blasts everybody with a shotgun. She gets in a fight with Sharon Stone. Pretty good fight. Pretty good choreograph. A lot of flipping around. Nice. And Sharon Stone's about to kill her, but Arnold wakes up and shoots the knife out of her hand. And she's like, honey, you wouldn't kill me, would you? And she pulls a gun and tries to shoot him, but he shoots Sharon Stone, his wife, in the face.
He's really good at shooting people right in the forehead.
Yeah, he really is. Like right in the middle center of the forehead.
Yep.
And so Melina's like, look, here's the deal. Quado wants to talk to you, and these people, Cohagen hates you, so you might be an okay guy, actually.
Yeah, okay. Maybe you're not working for Cohagen like I originally thought.
So she's like, I'm going to take you. We're going to see Cohagen. So they get in the cab with Benny while they're getting shot at. They, like, basically, this is a race, a chase scene to get to the last resort. They run through the back. They go through, like, a hidden panel in the wall and escape through the back. Bar closes it up real fast, like Moe's during the Beer Baron episode, and it becomes a pet store. And the goons, Richter and his goons walk in there, and they're like, all right, where are they? And the three boob lady comes out, is like, hey, you want a party or whatever? And he's like, where are they? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She was not very convincing. But then Richter immediately kills her right there. Because this movie is
shooting the whole fucking place up.
Dude, they just start shooting the place up, but these aren't any regular bar patrons. They're pretty pissed off, so they start fighting back.
Oh, yeah. They actually win.
Yeah, I'd say they're definitely winning the internal bar, because while they did certainly lose some people, they took down a lot of their dudes.
Hell yeah, they did.
So they're in like the middle of a firefight, and Melina, Benny, and Doug barely make it out of the sector. Like walls are closing to cut them off. They barely make it out. They're diving under doors. And then there's this moment where Cohagen's talking to Richter. He's like, just get out of there. He's like, what do you mean? We haven't pinned. He's like, just leave. Trust me. Just do what you're said.
Pull your forces. We got this.
Yeah, do what you're told. So they all walk out and the doors close behind them and they shut off the air to that section, which
Oh, shit.
really was done well. And all we saw was people looking at fans that stopped working.
Yeah. Then they're just like, uh-oh.
It was done. It was so effective.
It
It was
was.
so low budget.
It was very scary. I couldn't imagine just running out of air.
Yeah, and Cohagen controls the air, and he just pushed up the price again.
What a piece of shit, man.
Yeah, so now he basically turns it off and says, hey, Rebels, I know you have Quaid, so turn him over, or this whole sector of people is just going to be dead. Like, we're just not going to turn the air back on.
Yep.
In case you had any doubts that Cohagen was not the bad guy, just in case, he is.
Yeah. He's willing to kill all of you.
Benny, Melina, Quaid find the rebels. There's a discussion here and talks about the mutants and how Cohagen basically really screwed over the original settlers with the shitty domes. We talked about this briefly.
Yeah.
So one of the rebels, his name is George. He's like, all right, they're here. Let's go. Quado wants to talk to you. We got to go in the other room. And I'm just going to cut to the chase here. Quado is some kind of growth.
Yeah, he's one of the mutants.
One of the mutants who's living out of the stomach of George, I suppose.
That's the only reason we see mutants with psychic powers before this, is to make sure you know it's possible for Quado to have them.
So, well, we have to talk about this too, because Quado has psychic ability. He has powers. He can, I guess, if you open your mind to him, he can read your mind or unlock things or whatever. The whole point is to basically see what Quaid remembers, take his memories in, go from there.
Because they figure Quaid knows something, and
Cohagen really hates that he's talking to Quado. So they're like, all right, what does he have?
Exactly.
So he goes, open your mind. And then for some reason, he's taken to a scene where he wasn't even a part of, where it's Cohagen walking through the ancient structure with Richter.
Oh, Quaid had to have been there.
Was he, or was it in his point of view?
It might have been.
It was confusing. But basically, this is where we learned that the structure in the pyramid mine really is some alien shit. It's 500,000 years old, and they don't know, the scientists working for Cohagen don't know what's going to happen if they activate it. They're like, it could split the planet in half and destroy the planet. So we're just not going to touch this.
Or it's just going to get rid of our precious whatever the fuck it was that they were mining for.
Yeah, Tibonium or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I didn't even write it down because it was such a
stupid name.
Yeah, it was real dumb. It was like unobtainium in Avatar.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally what they called it in Avatar.
Oh, I know.
So they're talking to the rebels. They're in the rebel base, and in the middle of this flashback, it basically gets finished, jolted awake, because there's these huge drills busting through the walls.
Oh, no.
Which, what is the well, okay, I don't even have to get into it, but the structural integrity of this whole area.
They're in a crypt.
Yeah, like this has got to be, the walls are just going to all start coming down, right? Like they're just going to cave people in. They're just,
yeah.
There's like 10 of these drills just busted into this room.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they all are running, scattering. Most of the rebels here are dead, if not all. And George, Benny, Melina, Arnold get to a gate. They're like, put on these suits. We're going outside. And then Benny's like, no, we're not. And he shoots George a bunch.
Not Benny.
Turns out Benny wasn't our friend.
Oh,
Benny was with the bad guys, Cohagen, the entire time, even though he was a mutant.
Yep.
So Richter kills Quado. And
not before he says,
that's right, I guess.
Start the reactor, free Mars.
And so their theory, the rebels believed that if you start that reactor, it will melt the glacier that is the core of the planet.
And it'll cause terraforming.
And it will steam out so much, it'll cause an atmosphere. I don't understand if that's how this works.
It produces air on Mars.
And if it did work, I think it would take a whole lot longer than
30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, 30 seconds to 2 minutes this took to make an atmosphere.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
But anyway, we get with Cohagen and Quaid's there, Melina, and Cohagen's like, this is awesome. The resistance is wiped out. I'm in power. This is great. And Melina's like, I can't believe you double crossed me, Quaid. And Cohagen's like, actually, he didn't. Like, this was the plan the entire time.
Actually, Hauser's the one who double crossed you.
Yeah, Hauser signed up for this. He volunteered. And everything that has been guiding you, the briefcase, the guy, Benny, the whole thing has been faked.
It was all just to get Quado and squash the rebellion.
Exactly. And
Nope.
I guess Richter was never in on it because he wouldn't have killed all those people. I mean, because in the beginning, when they first sent him after Quaid, he was trying to kill him until Cohagen's like, I fucking told you I want him alive.
Yeah, he was even especially trying to kill him after Quaid shoots his wife.
Absolutely. He was not thrilled about that.
No.
But Cohagen plays this video for him, and it's Hauser. It's Arnold. And he's like, hey, this was the whole plan. He's standing next to Cohagen. They're really buddy-buddy. And they're like, all right, well, if it goes well, I'm going to have my buddy back later this afternoon. We're going to head to a party. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. And in this time when Cohagen and Richter leave, they strap in Arnold and Melina to these machines. Arnold breaks out. It's gnarly as hell. He stabs a guy in the neck with this huge bolt.
Kills a bunch of scientists.
They shouldn't have stepped like that. They got. It's a very gnarly scene. And they get Melina out. And they're like, we got to move. We got to turn on the reactor. Sector G is almost out of air. Back in Cohagen's office, Richter's like, you have to make a decision. And Cohagen's like, kill him. Because I guess it's at the point where it's
like, yeah.
He's a threat to them. It's not salvage. Just do it.
It's like, I don't need my friend back that bad.
And Richter's like, awesome. And Cohagen's pissed and kicks over his fish tank. Glad I wrote that note down.
Well, there were a bunch of fish dying in a scene. It was terrible.
So there's this whole then scene where Melina and Quaid are heading through tunnels and Benny's in one of these drills that are driving around.
Oh, yeah.
And Arnold kills him by drilling through the side of that drill.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty silly. I don't know. We didn't really need to have Benny come back, but we get to this huge...
He needed to poke a hole through the wall so they could find the fucking...
Oh, that's right. So they just happened to poke a wall right next to this huge, massive, undescribable large room with the reactor in it.
Yep.
Just happened to be right next to it. It's
huge.
amazing. And this is where we get the whole core of Mars is ice. The reactor would create the oxygen, make an atmosphere, blah, blah, blah. So Arnold goes up. Cohagen's guys are already there. He fights through them all. He kills them all. He has a lot of great moments with the holograph thing.
They're both all right. Just quickly, the goons were shooting at the hologram from both sides. They would have shot each other.
They would have shot each other a bunch. I'm shocked. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. But it really didn't make any sense because later in the fight, two guys get tricked by the holo thing and do shoot each other.
Yeah,
so it's very. What are the rules of this crossfire situation?
I don't know.
But yeah, so they get through all these guys. They kill them. It's very fun. There's one part where he's like, "Ha ha ha! You thought it was the real me? It is," and they shoot him.
Yeah, that's so good.
It's great. It's just peak '90s ridiculousness.
Yeah,
and Richter, realizing he's the last guy, jumps in the elevator. Arnold jumps in after him. Long story short.
It's a really unsafe elevator, I'm just saying.
There's no bars at all anywhere near
nothing to stop you from falling.
But yeah, that's it. He throws Richter off the side and basically he hits a wall and his arms just get ripped off.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
And then he repeats the line back to Richter, was like, see you at the party, which he said to him before, being a dick when he thought he bested him. But anyway, Quaid's at the reactor now. He's there. Arnold's there. And guess who else just shows up? Cohagen.
What? Why would he be there? Why wouldn't he just send a goon?
I think they're all dead. But
Yeah, true.
Cohagen's like, you can't do this. The planet will die. I think he does believe that.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he believes it, or he's
definitely
realized that he has to believe it.
Yeah, he definitely thinks the Thabanium or whatever is going to be gone. And even if that's the only reason he wants that money. So,
yeah. So he's just deluded himself into 100% buying in, like believing it.
Yeah.
But he's like, all right, Quaid, you're not going to do it. And he's about to shoot him. And Melina comes up and she ends up shooting Cohagen a bunch. Like, it's really gross. But
Nice.
Cohagen's not dead. Why would he be dead?
Not yet.
So there's a bomb there. Cohagen was going to blow it up so that no one could start the reactor.
Mm-hmm.
He hits the button. The bomb starts counting down. And Arnold throws it. But I guess it was near another window or something.
Something. He blows a hole in the wall.
Or like a big tunnel vent thing. I think it must have been like the steam vent, right?
It had to be something like that. Yeah.
Anyway, so they start getting sucked out. He ends up grabbing Cohagen's arm and like throwing him out, like, why won't you die? And he throws him out there. It was pretty fun.
That was sweet.
Gets onto the surface and his face starts expanding and it's real gross.
Mm-hmm.
And then in like the final moment, Arnold hits his hand on the thing. The reactor seemingly starts. Arnold flies out. Melina flies out. They start going through the gnarly face mutations, but they're saved because the steam busts out of the mountain almost like it's a volcano.
Yeah. It blasts all the windows out of everything.
All the windows out of every building are blasted out, again, because they're basically tissue paper. And it doesn't matter, though, because everyone can breathe air. They can just breathe the air outside now.
Yeah. Makes sense. Beautiful. Nobody has to pay for that air anymore.
I know, right? Just like God intended it.
Mars was terraformed in 30 seconds.
And then Quaid and Melina's faces go back to normal, so they're totally fine. There's no permanent damage from your eyeball
not
poking
even
out
bloodshot eyes or
of your...
anything.
Right. Or a little bruising from your eyeballs trying to leave your body.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it. It looks like they saved Mars and all its people.
Sweet. And then Quaid has a terrible thought. What if it was all a dream?
So was it a dream? Was any of it, was it real or was it completely fabricated? Like, were they right when the doctor came in there and had the pill?
I don't know. Maybe. He decided to just stay in the dream world.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either.
Because it's like they play all the moments with Quaid as being in the real world.
Yeah.
Like, we never see a memory from Recall. They don't even go into one. Ever.
No.
So
And it just so happens that the woman that they create for A or whatever looks exactly like Melina.
I know the one he dreamed about before he ever went to Recall.
Yeah.
So that leads credence to the fact that this was all real and it played out just like we saw in the movie. But then at the same time, when he was like going through the spy package, and they're like, do you want to throw in some alien stuff? It's all the images he would eventually see on Mars.
True.
So did they feed him that thing and his like psyche made it? I don't know.
Plus, you don't see him ever. He just wakes up going back to his house in a cab. I mean, that could be where the fantasy started.
You also don't, like, you see scenes with Richter and Cohagen. Why would you see those if this wasn't
True.
like the present timeline? Like, if it was just a memory.
Yeah, he wouldn't have seen any of that.
Yeah, why would he know any of that?
All right, yeah, you got it there.
So I guess it's real? Is that Mars is now atmospheric?
Now he's a hero. He's an undercover hero, just like the plan.
The show. The undercover boss show. I don't know. Is that where we're going? I don't know. I got lost in the metaphor.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So
yeah, I assume it's all real.
So what'd you think?
It's okay.
Okay. I love the movie. I will watch it anytime, but I definitely see where, like, once they get to the last resort, the movie slows down.
Yeah. Well, they just wanted to use so many set pieces and like, yo, you have to show this off. This is Mars. This is cool.
Yeah. And like going to the separate rebel base and then it getting blown up immediately.
Yeah.
Like it just, there was all these tunnel chase scenes. And then I don't know, the scenes with Quado too, I felt went on a little too long.
Yeah. Well, like, it wasn't even needed. And why is there a fucking crypt? This is future civilization. Like they wouldn't have just.
They were talking about them being the settlers that Cohagen killed. Like, what, 30 years ago prior? 40?
Yeah, because doesn't the cabbie guy, he's like, that could be my grandmother or whatever. That's might be my mom, something like that.
Does Cohagen live for 120 years? Like, how does that?
I don't know.
Was it the Cohagen family that did this over generations? Which they
or did he do it when he was 10 years old and it's only 30 years?
A little bit of hole there, but I guess it's based on a short story. We got what we got, so.
Yeah, that's fair. But
I could definitely see like a rewrite or two, because I thought the movie was done so well and it's so tight. And the action sequences, the fights were great up until Quado. Like from Quado on, I didn't think the movie was as good as the first part.
Really?
I think the first part really hits a lot of buttons and like does this movie really well.
Yeah, okay.
But then the mutants come in late and are underexplained. The whole Quado thing is extremely strange.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't need any of that. We could just have him working with rebels.
How is he like, yeah. Why is Quado the main face of the rebels and no one's even seen him before?
Yeah, and how long has this been going on? For years, I guess?
I'd assume.
How big is Mars that all these people are able to hide out like this?
It could only be going on for 6 weeks. Maybe that's why he changed himself to do.
Yeah,
I guess it would have had to have been a problem before he decided to get rid of the problem.
Yeah, the plan was always to get Quado, so they must have known.
Yeah, he had to be there for a while.
But, all right, well.
I don't know. Great practical effects, great squib work. Love it.
Fantastic squib work. Great. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The mutant makeup was fantastic, too.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
They
just didn't go overboard with most of them. They just like, oh, that's just a weird looking person with fucked up purple face.
Yeah, it was great, and they all felt like it. They didn't feel templatized. They felt like different people.
Yeah,
because the mutations hit people differently. Like it makes sense.
Exactly.
But yeah, I thought it was great. I loved it. It's always a fun movie. The final scene where Richter gets his arms ripped off is just
that is so good.
It's very fitting for that guy.
Yeah, he deserved it.
So, all right, I guess we can wrap this one up. We've been talking a bit about Total Recall, one of the best films of ours or any generation.
That's for true.
If someone has any other ideas for movies they want to hear us talk about, where could they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, you send that to plottytime@gmail.com and I'll see what I can do.
And what about the socials? What are they? You remember?
I think you go on. Is Blue Sky still a thing?
Yes, Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, and then go on the Reddit, man. Go throw something on there. It's barely anything ever anymore.
Yeah, it's fun. Get in there and talk. We'll make it fun. Just you start, please. Also, my streaming schedule I do on Twitch @Poppascotch. Check it out. I'm doing Thursdays. It'll be a great time. Hopefully, by the time this comes out, I'm still doing Thursdays. Otherwise,
it's always a good time.
It's
Whenever,
fine.
just follow him.
Absolutely.
You'll get emails.
Absolutely. That does it for us. So, as always, shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Slogger, Game is Little Playground, iPad Luis Guzman. Trust all reputable scientists. And we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.